Hi guys, welcome to another episode of It Lurks Below. My name is Wilfred. So in this video, I'd like to share with you a recording I've done on one of the bosses, which is the Dracal, the Flesh Ooze. It's one of by far the most weird kind of like a boss fight I've ever done. And also I'd like to give you an update on my survival card progress as well. So now, in order to play this boss, and I'll explain the mechanic in just a bit, I need to collect some blocks because my paladin charges. She doesn't dig like some of the characters or classes that we have. So my paladin just like go to A to B with charging and stuff like that. So I don't really have a lot of blocks that I could use for next boss fight. But I know that because I played this game for quite some time, I know I'm facing as a melee character. So I need to collect the blocks. Now what I've noticed is that as I'm digging, my survival XP is also increasing. So the green bar below is the survival XP bar progress. Now this has a lot of implication from a game design perspective and also from a gameplay perspective. Now I'll need to grind XP for survival. Why? Because the higher your survival rank, the food that you produce would last longer, and that become really important because if your food is not of the right quality and you just keep hungry and you keep on getting hungry, and food is very limited in this game. So which means to say, if you play a character class whereby mobility is really there for you, like a wizard that you can just teleport, or a warrior that can just charge, or a paladin that can also charge, you lost all the opportunity to farm XP. So in the end, you need a payback. Like right now, by just spending like some time digging the eyes, I've earned a few kind of like progress on the XP, and it become like pretty essential. But I'll talk a little bit about survival in just a bit. So let's talk about this boss. This boss is kind of weird as a melee because I can't reach all the eyeballs. In order to defeat the boss, which is the heart in the middle of the boss fight, I need to destroy all the 5 eyeballs that it has. The 5 eyeballs are also shooting a lot of like a projectile that if you left it like unattended, your character will probably die because it does quite a lot of damage if you're getting hit constantly. You get like 50 per hit and you don't really have that many kind of like things. So I need to build some block to shield me while I let my paladin's aura, you see all the yellow crosses around me, to do a damage. But I need to work myself up because because I need to keep building blocks to reach all the 5 eyeballs. Now to make matter a little bit more challenging is that they have a timer as well. So in the previous iteration, I don't know about this one here, what happened is that the eyeball will respawn when a certain timer is up, and then you have to redo the whole like destroy eyeball again and try to hit the boss. The boss will be invulnerable until all the 5 eyeballs have been destroyed. So like for example, like this one here, I'll need to like keep using my kind of like aura to destroy the other 2 eyeball there, and I need to build some blocks so as to get closer a little bit to do a little bit more damage. But that essentially that is a boss fight, and once all the 5 eyeballs are down, then I can just go for the heart, which is right now here. It's become very easy. And also in addition, there's a lot of little mobs that go around it. And if you touches them, you get blinded for a couple of seconds. That's all. That's a whole boss fight. So I think it's really weird as a melee character for this boss fight because there are places that I can't just reach there. So I have to build a platform in order to reach the eyeball. So henceforth, it's kind of weird for this game. So now the reason why I lingered onto this place was that I couldn't believe that there was no loot. Well, okay, I correct myself. There are some loot. There are a few snowflakes, which is for holiday event, for holiday exchange event. There are I think 2 green kind of weapon and 1 green ancient item that I've already got. So in essence, the boss dropped me nothing, not even food. I think one seed. I would rather appreciate once you've downed the boss, you got a bag full of food, right? Full of seeds or full of whatever. That make it so much more worthwhile, at least from our opinion, to do bosses, because food is the number 1 kind of like important thing in this game right now, at least at my level, doing my thing. So I was very deeply disappointed with the boss design, whereby it's kind of weird for melee. I hope you guys kind of like agree, and also not rewarding at all. But it is what it is. So now the quest is done. So the next one is Tentacle of It. Now this game right now is in summer, day 12. I have not seen the whole cycle, seasonal cycle yet. So it's the first time I'm seeing summer for this character. Winter is a time when no crops will be grown, and that's why the whole survival matter become a little bit more urgent, because if I can't get enough food, or the food with the right quality, it is just as good as game over. Because the moment you run out of food in this game, there's no kind of leeway to get by, right? If the mob are too difficult, you can always try to craft some gear, kind of like explore horizontally to see any other mobs, do some farming for gear, but there's literally nothing you can do when it comes to food. It's kind of pretty difficult to encounter food, especially right now. They've done I think Brevet has done a patch whereby your leveling is so much faster, because he has increased the level cap to 100, added 2 more difficulties in the game, and in return, the your level experience is a lot faster. But the problem is that your survival ranks are not increasing in tandem. So when I played the game in the past, right, when I level like 5 levels, usually my survival will gain 5 ranks, because I'm doing a lot of farming, and yeah, it was until the whole game being changed, become like more survival focused. And I think a lot of people who say there's no problem with survival and so on, you have to be really careful, like whether the person has played the game again from scratch, like me, right? I deleted my character and I recreated a paladin to experience what the game is like. So some may have already gained a lot of survival rank in the past, when it was like easier, when all the farming and so on, and now becomes so much more difficult. But because they have already passed a stage whereby whatever food they grow will be of a supreme quality, and they will tell you that I have no problem with food. Whatever I grow, I just eat and I'm full. But for me, because my rank is so much lower than my level, but the food that I cook end up feeding me very little, and whenever I level up, my stomach increases as well. So now I need to eat 293 worth of amount of food in order to fill it up, and the food that I'm crafting is only about 30 or 40. So you can imagine that I need like 10 copy of those food in order to fill my whole stomach, and that become like an impossible task as time goes on. So all because I'm leveling up so much faster than I wish I could, or than my survival rank. So what should I do now? Well, I could just dig for XP. It is not the very kind of like fun thing to do at all, because I'll be digging for the sake of digging, for the sake of XP. But I have no other option, do I? Because if my survival rank is not up, and the only way to do survival rank, because I've been doing a lot of farming and cooking anyway, and crafting as well, is to dig. I don't need to dig as a paladin, but I need to dig. So that is probably what I'm going to do. But I'm also going to just try to finish off the next boss, which is the Tentacle of It, and call it a day if I get game over. Because if I run out of food during the winter, there's really no point in continuing, because that your character just there's a death loop to it, because you'll be resurrected with the 1/5 of a full stomach, and after that very soon you run out of food anyway, and then you continue dying. I think what one of my friend did was to carry the health stone along with him, so when he died, he can just keep kind of like resurrecting right at the where the health stone is, I don't know, or try to place a health stone nearby where before you die, so that you can resurrect where you are without going back to the surface and going back down again, waste time. I don't think a game should be that tough. I think it will be very unfun to play a game like that. Now, one of you, 16-bit Switch, has shared with me a copy of Terraria. Thank you very much. She has a lovely family, and family or 3 or 4 actually, but one is pretty young. So they could sometimes they get buy a 4-pack and then they share one with me. So I'm very blessed to have friends and really share something with me, and I can try out Terraria as well. Looking forward to. So you will have my honest feedback comparing this game with Terraria, which I've always been wanting to play anyway. So looking forward to it, and I'll tell you whether compared to Terraria, how does this game work, or compared to another game which is like a benchmark of this sort of game. All right, so I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. As always, any question, any request, drop me a comment below. Bye.